Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also, make sure you turn off the water supply to the washer. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the water inlet valve in an LG washer. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For the job, we're going to need a Phillips and a flathead screwdrivers and a pair of large pliers. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new water inlet valve. This water inlet valve is a combination of the solenoids that supplies the washer with the hot, cold, and warm water. If your washer doesn't get hot or cold water, or there's a water leak coming from the back of the control panel, check the water inlet valve and replace it if needed. So now we're going to remove the inlet hoses from the washer. I'm going to use the large pliers or channel locks. I'm going to start turning it off, turning it counterclockwise. And I can finish it manually. I'm going to use a towel in case I'm going to have some water. And the second hose, same procedure. We need to remove a couple of Phillips screws, that one on each corner, in order to take off the control panel. So using a Phillips screwdriver, we're going to take out that screw in the corner. Then we're going to move to the opposite side and remove another one. To remove the control panel, we need to lift it up and simply turn it over and lay it on the top of the washer. So now I'm going to use the flathead screwdriver and remove all these plugs from the coils here. Put it aside. So I'm going to use the large pliers and squeeze and slide that hose clamp, and also this one. So we're going to take out the 5 screws, Phillips screws, that holds the hose connector and the water inlet valve. So now I'm going to pop out the hose connector with the water valve, and I'm going to take this instructions away. We're going to save it. And next I'm going to disconnect the hose connector from the water valve. Put it aside. We're going to use it again. And now we can take off these hoses. I am going to need to use the flathead screwdriver to do that. That would be number 1. And number 2. And now we can pull this hose off. This is the old water inlet valve next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. So now I can install the hoses onto the empty ports without the gaskets. Slide it on. And the second one. And I'm going to use the large pliers. And we're going to squeeze this hose clamp, slide it on. I'm going to place a couple of drops of the soap on that gasket, so it's going to be much easier to install the hose connector. I'm going to grab the hose connector and place it over and then push it in. And now we can install it. I'm going to place these 3 ports into the openings. Press it down. Push it in. And then keep it. And then we're going to install these 3 screws. We're going to attach the water valve. Use the Phillips screwdriver. And one in the middle. And the last one on that side. So have a couple of Phillips screws left. We're going to use them to secure the hose connector. We can slide in the instructions and the schematic. Better to keep it in the same place. And now the time for connecting the plugs here to the solenoids. Blue, white, and the pink. So now we're going to install the control panel back on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs that will go into these cutouts in the cabinet. And then we can simply lower it down. Now we're going to secure it with the Phillips screws, 1 in each corner. Right, so we're going to start with this side. First Phillips screw. And then we're going to get the second screw in place. Tighten up. Okay. And now we can install the water inlet hoses onto the new water inlet valve. Be careful with threading it. You don't want to spend money to buy another one after you just install it. So carefully, manually put it on, tighten it, and then we can use the large pliers or channel locks and tighten it about a quarter turn. That would be enough. Then we can install the second one the same way, manually. Careful. The first couple of threads are very important. All right. Tighten it. And then using the large pliers, tighten it quarter of a turn. Turn on the water. Plug the washer in and run it to check if it works properly and there's no leaks. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.